The reign of Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi was a time of profound transformation in Iran. The Shah embarked on an ambitious modernization program seeking to propel Iran into the ranks of world powers. His vision, known as the White Revolution, aimed to modernize Iran's economy, society, and infrastructure. Land reforms were implemented, traditional industries were nationalized, and massive investments were made in education and infrastructure. The Shah sought to create a modern, secular state that could rival the West in terms of progress and development. However, the Shah's modernization efforts were not without their critics. His reforms often came at the expense of traditional values and institutions. The rapid pace of change created social and economic dislocations, alienating many segments of Iranian society. Religious leaders in particular felt threatened by the Shah's secularizing policies and his attempts to curb their influence. The Shah's authoritarian rule further fueled resentment as he ruthlessly suppressed political dissent and curtailed civil liberties in the name of national unity and progress. The Shah's modernization drive, while achieving some successes, also sowed the seeds of its own downfall. His top-down approach to development, coupled with his repressive policies, created a climate of simmering discontent that would eventually boil over into revolution. The very forces that the Shah sought to control, religion, tradition, and popular resentment, would ultimately prove to be his undoing. The Shah's modernization project often failed to translate into tangible improvements for ordinary Iranians. Many felt left behind, their traditional way of life disrupted. Farmers forced off their land found themselves adrift in unfamiliar urban centers.
One shopkeeper in Tehran saw his business dwindle as imported goods flooded the market. He resented the Shah's economic policies, favoring large corporations over small businesses.
A young woman eager for higher education found her aspirations stifled by social constraints.
These personal stories of disillusionment painted a starkly different picture from the Shah's narrative of progress. Whispers of dissent, fueled by economic hardship and social upheaval, would eventually coalesce into a powerful force for change. As discontent with the Shah's rule grew, a charismatic figure emerged to challenge his authority. Ayatollah Khomeini, exiled from Iran for his outspoken criticism of the Shah, Khomeini became a powerful symbol of resistance. His fiery sermons smuggled into the country on cassette tapes and distributed widely. Khomeini denounced the Shah as a puppet of the West, accusing him of corrupting Iranian culture and betraying the principles of Islam.
Khomeini's message resonated deeply with a broad spectrum of Iranian society, uniting disparate groups under the banner of Islam. Religious conservatives, angered by the Shah's secularizing policies and his perceived assault on traditional values, flocked to Khomeini's call for an Islamic state. Students, inspired by Khomeini's message of social justice and his promise of a more equitable society, joined the growing chorus of dissent.
Even secular intellectuals, disillusioned by the Shah's authoritarianism and his suppression of political freedoms, found common cause with Khomeini's movement. Khomeini's genius lay in his ability to tap into the deep well of religious sentiment that ran through Iranian society, transforming it into a powerful political force. He provided a unifying ideology, a sense of purpose, and a charismatic leader that the disparate opposition groups had previously lacked. Under Khomeini's leadership, the movement against the Shah gained momentum, evolving from scattered protests into a nationwide revolution that would ultimately sweep the Shah from power.